Black Widow, the hero with the lowest win rate and lowest pick rate on all of Marvel Rivals. Most people think she's bad. Every time I choose her, I have a teammate yelling at me, claiming that we've already lost. And honestly, I can't blame him. With a win rate of 41% and a pick weight of widowy 3%, and a pick rate of 3.6%, Black Widow isn't somebody you want to see on your team. But is she actually that bad? Or is she secretly underrated? I've been playing her for the last couple weeks to kind of figure this out, and I think I have an answer. She has a lot of great aspects to her, and she has a lot of drawbacks as well. First, you have to be able to aim. If you can't aim, you can't play Black Widow. Your accuracy needs to be very high. Not only your body shot accuracy, but your headshot accuracy. I've been able to climb into plat with having really good body shot accuracy. I think that if I was able to hit more headshots than I do right now and had like a Mantis teammate buffing me, giving me one-shot headshots, I could easily make it into GM with Black Widow. But alas, I'm not that good. But I know some people out there are. And I've talked about this before, but a duelist having a high damage count doesn't always equate to a good duelist, doesn't always equate to a win. Because if you're doing a lot of damage but you're not getting the kills, you're giving the opponents more to charge their defensive ults with. You're giving those healers more to heal, and you're not finishing off your picks. But with Black Widow, one of the great things about her is you do probably the highest chunk damage out of any hero on the game. The catch is, you need to hit your shots. Unfortunately, just hitting your shots isn't always the answer. You could have god tier aim, but the biggest thing about playing Widow is knowing when not to play Widow. She is not a duelist that you can one trick. As far as I can tell, most of the top Widows have another duelist that they main alongside her, because playing Widow depends on three things. One, what is your team comp like? Do you have other teammates that can be pushing forward and taking the site? Or are they going to also be sitting back and waiting for the enemy team to magically dissolve? Two, what does the enemy team have? Do they have an Iron Man and a Storm? Are those Iron Man and Storm really good at getting away from you after getting pinged once? Do they have a Magic or a Black Panther that constantly dive you when you're helpless? Knowing Black Widow's matchups will help you decide a little better whether or not you should play her. If you take a look at rivalsmeta.com on the matchup section of Widow's page, Storm, Wolverine, Iron Man, and Magic are her least favored matchups as far as duelists go. 3, know which maps she plays the best on and know where to go on those maps. For example, I know that if we're playing Domination, that's where Black Widow has the highest overall win rate. Yes, that win rate is less than 50%, but it is somehow her best chance at winning. So on those maps, it's at least worth giving her a shot if that's what you want to do. And experience or watching higher rated Widows will give you an idea of where you want to be on which maps. For example, I've learned that Black Widow on Spider Islands on the defensive side is way better than the offensive side. So a lot of the time, if I'm playing Widow on Spider Islands, I'll play like Squirrel Girl on offense and then switch to Widow on defense, and it'll go fantastically. So far we have hit your shots. If you're somebody that can hit your shots, you might want to try Black Widow. Know your team's comp, the enemy team's comp, and which maps that you're going to play. And last but not least, you need to be able to handle yourself in close quarters combat. She has really good movement for this as long as you're able to hit your shots while flying in midair. And she has a combo that can help you get out of situations or scare the absolute shite out of your opponents. You want to E, shoot, wait for the gun to re-chamber completely, E again. This will stun them for a moment in which you will shoot them a second time. This can one-hit the lower HP enemies, and for anybody else, it gives you a chance to kill them, especially if you have teammates nearby that are also going to take advantage of a stunned enemy. This is an amazing combo to know. I saw it in a YouTube short somewhere, so I'm not going to take credit for this, but it gives Widow a lot of viability up close. Obviously, she can't do this all the time since her E will go on cooldown, but it's really good to have and really good to learn, so practice that. And please, unless you found a use for them that I can't, put the batons away. Anyways, is Black Widow bad or is she underrated? In my opinion, she is underrated, but you can't one-trick her. That's the only thing. You need to be able to play other heroes or know when to play other heroes. She can do tremendous chunk damage. She can pressure the enemy healers like crazy, either by damaging and killing them or doing so much damage to their teammates that the healers have to like panic heal left and right, so there's a lot that Widow can do. Not to mention that her ult isn't actually that bad. If you charge it up, it does quite a bit of damage. And next time you guys see a Black Widow in your lobby, can you please give them like a chance? You could say, hey, I'm happy to see you playing the lowest pick rate, lowest win rate hero. But if in the first 2 minutes it doesn't feel good, please, for the love of God, switch. Tan-chan, just look at my butt when you get stressed. It's a nice one.
True. You're not wrong, bro.